Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be looking at 10 pretty cool tips and tricks, and also some things that Rockstar have changed here and online in 2020. Now, some of these tips are probably going to be a little bit old, some are going to be brand new, but they're all new to me, and they might help you out along the way. All right, so at the number one spot today, you can actually use your weapon wheel in the arcade to sort of see what weapons you have, how much ammo you have for them, but only in a specific spot. It's right where the heist room ends, and it's where your personal quarter begins. And if you stand in that exact same location, it will actually allow you to open the weapon wheel. Now, you still cannot pull out your guns inside of the arcade. That still is a thing you cannot do in any property. But again, it still gives you the ability to check what weapons you have, how much ammo you have if you need to make a run to the store. So it's pretty convenient, especially if you're like me and your current spawn location is inside of your arcade because you're doing the Diamond Casino heist so often. Number two today, this is building off of something we've talked about in the past. You know how if you're on the Diamond Casino heist, any of the prep missions, and you're looking to avoid the police, if you actually put on a mask or a pair of sunglasses and you flip back and forth, you will lose 1 star instantly. However, the problem with that is you have to fumble around with the interaction menu. Well, it turns out that one of the night vision pieces, in fact, the night vision heist gear, allows you to also remove a star without having to go to the interaction menu. All you have to do is flip on your night vision goggles. So I would highly recommend when you're doing the heist preparation missions for the Diamond Casino to have the night vision goggles on your head, and then anytime you gain cops, all you have to do is simply flip them on. You do not have to deal with the interaction menu, and you will instantly lose that 1 star while trying to escape them. It's incredibly convenient, and this way just became even easier because you now no longer have to mess around with the interaction menu. Tip number 3 today, if for whatever reason you see other people doing a heist prep mission in a public session, which, by the way, you do not have to do these in a public session, so I'm not sure why anyone would. Well, sometimes Rockstar will put alert messages on the screen saying that players are carrying items that you can steal. And so, for example, a lot of people were wondering if they could steal like level 2 security cards from players once they ended up getting them in a free roam session so that you wouldn't have to start the mission yourself. And the answer to that is, number 1, don't be a scumbag and do that to someone. But also, number 2, no. Just because Rockstar says they have goods on them that can be stolen, if they are doing Diamond Casino heist prep missions, the answer is you cannot get anything from them, even if you have the heist set up yourself, and even if you still need something like the security cards. The only thing you will get is cash and RP. So don't expect going into that situation thinking, haha, I'm going to let this guy do all the hard work, and then I'm going to swoop in and kill him at the last minute, and then I will not have to start the mission. It doesn't work that way. But even with that knowledge, still, don't do stuff in public sessions when you don't have to. That just doesn't make sense at all. So that's the third thing today. The fourth thing today is mighty convenient, and it actually has to do with changing your controller to standard FPS. Now, I get it. Everyone has their own preference, but standard FPS allows you to do something really cool. It allows you to sprint while also simultaneously doing a handful of things. Probably the most convenient would be on your phone and also spamming snacks. So with my current controller layout, I actually use standard on its own, and the sprint button is the same to tap buttons on your phone. So you can't have both. If you have your phone out, you can't sprint. If you're eating snacks, you cannot sprint. However, with standard FPS, you can do both. Now, it definitely took some time to get used to, and I totally understand that everyone's controller preferences are different, so if you're not comfortable with it, don't worry. But standard FPS does come with some mighty convenient perks, like, again, being able to sprint, using your phone, and also using those valuable snacks, especially with stuff like the Diamond Casino heist. That's something you might want to take advantage of. Something else you might want to take advantage of, I had no idea this even was a thing. Hot tubs can actually restore your health. That's right, like hot tubs that you have on your yacht, hot tubs that you have on top of the Diamond Casino and Resort. Yes, if you are somehow, for whatever way, injured, the hot tub will start to slowly restore your health. I can't really say it's the most convenient thing in the world, and it certainly is not the most practical, especially if you're trying to like avoid gunfire. But if for whatever reason you're near a hot tub, you've lost a lot of health, you don't want to dive into your snack surplus or stockpile, well, just jump into the hot tub, and eventually about a minute later, you should be fully healed and ready to go. So I found that to be pretty funny. Now, another new addition with the Diamond Casino heist is the Nano Drone. And a couple of fun facts about the Nano Drone. The first is that you can actually not tase yourself with it. So the Nano Drone has like a built-in stun gun, and even though you get the hit marker notification if you were to fire it at yourself, you cannot actually stun your character, having them fall over. You can do that to everyone else, other players, NPCs, but you cannot stun yourself. Now, you are not invincible to your drone's destructive feature, though. The self-destruct bomb button on it, if you blow that up near you, it will kill you. So your character is not invincible in any way, shape, and form. And they also just sort of stand there. So you kind of have to be careful when you're doing this in a public lobby because you're obviously going to be very exposed to other players. So just keep that in mind right there, that number one, you are not invincible except for your nano drone tasing yourself. But then again, who would actually go about tasing themselves? So probably not going to have an impact on a ton of players right there. Another thing that's pretty funny, remember Rockstar added the JB700W the other day, and one of the options and upgrades that you can do is actually adding one of the oil slick like mines that you can place down. Well, it turns out that if someone steps on it, they will like slip and slide and fall and face plant. It's hysterical. Now, mostly this will happen to NPCs. I'm sure if you somehow were able to get another player to walk over them, they would do the same thing. But the animation is hysterical, and I had no idea that that was actually a thing. So really cool stuff. The oil slick mines that you can place around the world, pretty comical. Almost makes the JB700W worth it alone right there. Moving on, a couple of fun facts about the arcade. The first is Videogeddon. So you might just assume that Videogeddon is a name that Rockstar came up with for the new online arcades. Well, that's not the case. Videogeddon is actually a throwback to a lot of Grand Theft Auto games. In fact, it was featured in GTA 4, Chinatown Wars, and now we know in Grand Theft Auto Online. And also, as a fun fact, it is one of the sponsors of the Go-Go Monkey Ballista, which is one of the special versions of the Ballista Compact in GTA 5 as well, for finding all of the monkey mosaics in single player. So there you go, some fun facts about the Videogeddon arcade that you might not have known about. And also, you have to be level 5 in order to buy the arcade. I don't know why Rockstar chose that as the level that you have to be. I'm sure that 99% of you guys that are watching this video right now are above level 5. But regardless, if you're wondering why you could not buy an arcade, well, there you go. You have to be above level 5. And now you got some cool background on the Videogeddon arcade as well. Last two tips of this video I honestly think are the best. The first has to do with the Grotty Carbon, and not the one that you buy off of the Legendary Motorsports site on the website, ones that you find around in free roam. And the reason they're important is there is a crazy bug with them. If you find a Grotty Carbon on the street and you get in it, it will actually make you invincible. That's right, when you're in the vehicle, whether the top on the car is up or down, NPCs will not be able to hit you. Now, they will be able to do some damage to the car and to the tires, but you will remain bulletproof inside. So you might be wondering, well, what are some practical choices to this? Well, if you wanted to just go on a massive police 5-star rampage, you'd pretty much be indestructible as long as your car made it. If you wanted to tackle some gang attacks, you could do so with ease as long as you stayed inside the vehicle, as they'd have no way to shoot you. So it's pretty cool. Next time you see a Grotty Carbon on the street, take like 5 seconds out of your day to test this little fact about it. It is kind of like the armored Kuruma, where like they literally can't hit you, but it's in this like normal Ferrari, which is kind of awesome. So I found that to be just super cool. Again, it has some fun practical uses, and if you see one on the street, you should definitely pick one up. And last but not least today, remember in the Arena War update about a year ago, Rockstar added one of the most fun weapons in the game. It is the up and atomizer, which is sort of like this ballistic pistol that will like send a shockwave and it'll like tip things over. It's so much fun. Well, traditionally, you cannot use this in vehicles. However, there is one vehicle that you can use it in, and that is the Dune FAV. And what's cool is for many of you guys, the Dune FAV is probably free if you have the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. And all you have to do is have the gun out and enter the vehicle from the passenger side first. And if you do that, you'll actually be able to use the up and atomizer in a vehicle. And let me tell you, this is one of the most fun things I have ever done in a car. I didn't think I would miss having the up and atomizer while being able to drive like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, but it is awesome. It is so much fun to do. So why Rockstar don't allow this, I can kind of understand, maybe because they think it would be overpowered, but boy, is it fun. And that's something that I experienced when testing it out in this video. So that's another one you should give a shot for yourself. It's so much fun. But anyways, that right there is 10 tips and tricks and also big changes that Rockstar have made in Grand Theft Auto Online in 2020. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any other cool tips and tricks that we did not touch on in this video today that you think I should maybe cover in a future video. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.